knife. One of them had to come with a prepared knife, okay? So that person stabbed the other guy with the poisonous knife. And so the sign was similar to that of Mohbad. Immediately, that leg, because it was on the leg, it swelled, okay? It swollen up, it swells up. So now, they took the guy to the hospital, and don't forget the sign was that the leg was swollen and it was bleeding. It continued to bleed to the extent that they had to amputate that leg. They amputated some part of the leg because it was just swollen uncontrollably. So what I want to bring out from here was that 11 days after, the leg was still bleeding. Blood kept coming from that place. So it was swollen and was bleeding continuously. That poisonous knife. Now, this poisonous knife that has come into this incident of Mohbad, we must take it very serious. It doesn't matter who used it. It could be Wunmi, it could be Prime Boy, it could be Adura, it could be anybody. But can we verify this particular poisonous knife, its effect on Mohbad? Now, there are different poisonous knives. It depends on what poison is in that knife. Let me say, I'm just being scientific right now as a scientist. People can be so bad. If I take a knife right now, I soak that knife in a venom, maybe in a snake poison, okay, in a venom. Then that knife has venom, right? Then I bring that knife and I stab you somewhere, such that that knife soaked with venom, it penetrates into you. Do you believe that the venom can be transferred to you as well? Do you believe so? Hello, baby.
Paparano, I went to eat myself. Sorry.
I
I
You should have told me so that I would pause. What was the last thing you heard?
No, I was listening to you. You know, when you couldn't continue from this thing, I asked you to continue and make a point. My point over here is, Papariano, I'm not this. Sorry. God. I'm not disregarding what you are saying. But my question is it possible that Mohbad did not get home alive on Sunday and they kept his dead body for more than 24 hours before they announced it to the public?
Okay. Now, if I am suing the show organizer, okay, I want to see my son living their show alive. I need something to... If I'm suing the show organizer, my son, they're supposed to, have full security in that show. The police claim that there was a serious fight there. And people have been saying that Mohbad was stabbed with a poisonous knife in that show. The call between Abu Ebel Hayat and Wunmi confirmed that in that show there was a stabbing with a poisonous knife. But this is just one of the cases. We have so many cases here to look into. We don't know which one is correct. Some say Mohbad was stabbed at home, some say on the show, some say on the bridge, some say somewhere. Even Mama Mohbad continued to mention stabbing. Wunmi said, was it baby Liam that sent people to go stab Mohbad? Why people after his son? Mama Mohbad said it was the father who sent people to go and stab Mohbad. Okay, we don't know who stabbed Mohbad. Okay, but now what if Mohbad was stabbed with a poisonous knife?
Paparano, hold on. Don't take anything Mama Mohbad said serious, please.
We are not, okay. We are referencing, Mama Mohbad serious. We are seeing, they says, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Sometimes these things come out subconsciously, uncontrollably. Maybe at that time, but why out of everything, she has to mention stabbing? Wunmi mentioned stabbing. And this stabbing is becoming a denominator. And it's a common denominator so far right now.
But Prime Boy was on Aristocrat platform some days back. and some of us was there, and we listened to the question the host asked him and the answer he gave. Mohbad, look, Paparano, if you are saying they should show a video where Mohbad left the show alive, yes, I agree. But Mohbad, a pram boy, and I keep saying this is my personal opinion. Pram boy have nothing to do with the death of Mohbad. I just gave you 3 different instances, and you were
But my one instance beat all your instance. I said, did he come? Provided he came home alive, then your instances are correct. You have to prove that he came home alive.
Are you saying somebody that did not come home alive? How did they prepare Indomie for him?
Thank you very much.
Somebody that did not come home alive. Who was?
I don't believe in their Indomie. Their Indomie is fake story.
Paparano, somebody that did not come home alive. Was Wumi arguing with a ghost upstairs for more than 2 hours? And if Mohbad was...
Ask that to Wumi. Ask Wumi that.
No, you two, you want us to believe that Mohbad did not get to that house alive because there is no video showing Mohbad left the show as a living being.
How did you know Mohbad was arguing upstairs? Somebody told you, right? Somebody from that house.
Exactly. That was...
Okay. The same people from that house told you that Mohbad was healthy and fine until the nurse came. So do you still believe that story?
Paparano. Look, Paparano.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Very, 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 very well with you.
There is no way human being would die for the past 24 hours and anybody will be comfortable to live with the person in a house comfortably. It's not possible.
Don't make it look like there's a universal law that says that people cannot be with dead bodies. There's no such universal law. But again, we can see signs that what you are saying is correct because all of them were running out of the house. Spending did not sleep there. Spending left. Darusha left. And other persons too left. Why were they leaving? Because something terrible happened on Monday as they got home. Where was Darusha in the whole of Monday? And Wumi claimed Darusha came back home. So why did Darusha leave home? I don't want to be with that body at home.
Let's leave Darusha and spending. I just want to stay with I want to stay with Pram Boy. And just like I said earlier on, did Pram Boy have argument with Mohbad after the show? Yes. Did Pram Boy follow Mohbad to his house? No.
Did Pram Boy stab Mohbad with poisonous knife?
Pram Boy said he did not stab Mohbad. Okay,
so you trust him, right?
Aristocrat is here. He hosts Pram Boy.
Aristocrat is not a court. Please, stop, please. Aristocrat.
No.
The aim of Aristocrat speaking. The aim of Aristocrat speaking to Pram Boy was not to grill him. Okay, it could have been for connaissance, for maybe just like have him just answer some maybe some minor questions, okay, about or give maybe background about his relationship.
No, not minor. It's for him to tell his story. He's for him to tell his story. His side of the story. It's for him to tell his side of the story.
As far as what happened. I don't think so. Aristocrat can do better. I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. If it was made for the interrogation, what was the discussion between Mohbad and Wumi that Pram Boy, that because of that Mohbad had to tell Pram Boy to come down from the car for
Prime Boy said he called Mohbad a name that he was not comfortable with or that does not want him to be called.
Prime Boy said so.
That was what we were told.
No. Prime
And
Boy never
Mohbad
said
got angry.
so. You are
Educate
far
me more.
behind. You are far behind.
Educate me more. Because another school of thought says
That is a
an
school of
argument
thought. Yeah. That is not coming from Prime
it was
Boy.
an argument between Mohbad and Wunmi, and Prime Boy wanted to interject, and he said, "Don't look, Paparano. In all this, what I am trying, I'm not even into the theory of Mary born Jesus Christ. That is not why I am here for the past 3 hours. Why I am here is Prime Boy know nothing about the death of Mohbad. This is me, BB, my personal opinion. Yes, Prime Boy matters have misunderstanding with Mohbad after the show, heated argument. Just like I believe that Naira Marley and Sam Larry should be punished for bullying Mohbad. But they know nothing about the death of Mohbad. And if they know, maybe through proxy, they might have planned it out with some people in that house from afar. But for me, I believe Sam Larry, Naira Marley should be punished for bullying Mohbad. And if there is anything that links them to the death of Mohbad, the law should have its course. But for now, was Sam Larry and Naira Marley in the house? Did they have anything to do with the nurse? Were they there when the nurse came? No. So if through confession, for many of them, maybe just like Wunmi said, some music God loss or whatever, you guys have killed him, come and take your trophy. If along the line, and that is why Wunmi is not even helping the matter. So if she knows you niggas have killed him, come and take your trophy, she should mention those niggas that she is talking about. If Sam Larry and Naira Marley is among the niggas, then so be it. But as far as I am concerned, Prime Boy is an innocent as far as the death of Mohbad is concerned. Thank you.
Next, please. Prime Boy has a whole lot of things to say, indemnify himself, from Mohbad death, okay? He should answer some relevant questions. Prime Boy said he saw Mohbad call. Mohbad was calling him on Saturday.
Look, in a car park, Paparano, in a car park, full with fans, lovers of Mohbad, people that comes to watch the show. And according to Prime Boy, he said, oh, we came in convoy, let's live in convoy, whatever. And Prime Boy will stab Mohbad in the full glare of public. And up to now, we don't have the account. Oh, no, Paparano, please. No. I don't want to do this any longer. Prime Boy now have misunderstanding and to the extent of stabbing Mohbad in a full glare of many lovers of Mohbad. And nobody could give an account up to now that, oh, before he left the show, he was stabbed by Prime Boy. He was this, he was that. No. Look, Wunmi Darosha spending JP or whatever. What is the name of that other one that we don't know? J. What is the name, Paparano? Help me with the name.
OJ,
OJ.
the guy who announces
They
death.
should be talking. Yes. They should be talking. Including DJ Bami.
DJ Bami has been to inquest.
They should be
And
talking.
he also claimed that Prime Boy fought with Mohbad. All of them, they claimed that Prime Boy
Yes,
fought
we are
with
not.
Mohbad.
We are not denying the fact that Pram with Mohbad. Does that fight lead to Mohbad's death?
What if Mohbad was stabbed in that fight?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello,
Apparently,
boss.
let me probe your concept. I want to probe your concept. And what
Let's
is
go.
your concept? We're saying that the deceased was stabbed and possibly he died before he got home. Yes? Is that your concept?
Yes. Possibly.
Okay. Good. Now, let's backtrack. What was the testimony of the people around Mohbad in that car? What did they say injured Mohbad? Number one. Because those people that gave her, I'm not talking about Prime Boy now, those other people, what did they say happened to that hand in the video you show? Those people, what did they say?
You mean in the video that we posted?
Yes, the injury on his hand. What did they say caused that injury?
The fight that he had with Prime Boy.
Not the fight, but something caused it. You had a fight.
According to DJ Bami, they said when they got home, they suspect that it was the glass of the side of the Prado Jeep.
No. They suspect. Now, that is something I want. You see, we are in a
because they were not there, but they suspect they were not there when the fight happened.
Now, let's backtrack again. In that vehicle, it was the number of people that were there was the driver, was Mohbad, was Wumi, was Liam, and was Spending. Who else was there? Those are 5 people. An infant.
According to Adura, the driver was outside, was not
Prime
in the
Boy.
car, was outside.
Which means the driver was not in the vehicle.
Yes,
when
it was just outside
having
of
the
the vehicle.
Good. So let's say Wumi, Liam, Spending, Prime Boy, and Mohbad. 5 people. So 4 adults, 1 infant. Am I right?
But again,
now?
so far, nobody has confirmed to us that they were in the car when the fight was ongoing. What we know so far is that Prime Boy was in the car, the wife was there, and Wumi was there, and the baby. We don't know of any other account. No, Spending was not in the car.
Spending's last testimony, he confirmed he was at the back.
No. When they came, in the settings, he was carrying the baby. But at what point, because he also said that they went to clear the cars that were blocking Mohbad's car.
So did he carry the baby to go and clear the car?
Okay, that is what.
When the mother is there?
Yeah, those are some clarities that we need. He said that they went to clear the cars that were in front of Mohbad's car. So when he came back, he saw Wumi have locked Mohbad's in the shed, and they were in the car. So, and they were arguing.
Was Prime Boy down there? Was Prime Boy already out of the car then? According to
that place is not clarified. But why don't you why don't you just take Prime Boy's statement? Let's work with Prime Boy's statement. Prime Boy himself.
No. Apariano, you see, when we want to analyze this thing, we don't take one in isolation.
All right.
We take everybody's collective.
All
So
right.
that is how you can picture the scene. If you
Okay.
picture one person, you could say the person is seeing it from the person's perspective. Let's see it from other people's
No,
perspective.
the reason why I'm mentioning
Now,
one person is that
in Prime Boy,
if I can foul a person in their own speech, it means, I mean, that shows it
yes,
all.
yes, because one thing we all know that is amazed here is all the testimony do not seem to corroborate, and they do not give a very clear picture because certain things were missing.
Exactly.
Now, let me take from Prime Boy that I interviewed that day. Prime Boy account of it was the argument that started before they got to the show. It started from Ebute or whatever that recorded before they got to the show. And he said it started with a certain lady and it moved to another issue, to another issue, to another issue, and it's getting heated up.
Did he tell us the content of the argument? Did he tell us the content of the argument?
No.
Because he was protecting some people. Yeah.
He did not. Wait, Papariano, relax. Just relax. Now, he did not say, when all of us were discussing this thing, everybody is talking as if the only thing they argued about is about a certain lady. But what he tried to show us was to show us an ontological process of how things work. From before they got to the show, on their way to the show, and that thing still continued even after the show. That was what he established from my interview with him. And I gave him that question because I don't want to interrupt his thought. I want you to give me how we started till where he was no more in the scene. Now, since you are beaming on Prime Boy's testimony now, let me take the one he said on the live, which many people listen to. Now, he said when they were coming, the argument started. And the argument started, they were talking about, let me talk in the way he said they are talking about one girl that they both know. So it started and they were arguing and Mohbad was saying, don't talk about this. It doesn't matter here. It moved from that to another matter, to another matter, to another matter. And it becomes a chain. But for him, he was, telling the guy that, oh, guy, you have a show now. Don't let this talk between you distract you. You have a show to deliver. Shebi, we are still all going back to the same house. When you get to me, you continue it. And at that time, according to what he was saying that day, he stopped. He went to his show. When they were back from the show, they were in a car park where people surrounded the place. The car was not parked in a way that they can zoom off. It was parked in between cars. So it's not that they can step in and go. Mohbad was like, we need to go. They were all in the car. An argument continues again. From that argument that it continued, it was still mediating. Let's get to him. Mohbad get angry. And he said, Mohbad get angry, possibly because he is not allowing him to express himself. He did not talk about someone lock the neck. And he said spending was in the car.
No. Prime Boy has never corroborated spending, please. Spending corroborated Prime Boy, but Prime Boy has never corroborated.
Papariano, I'm talking about my show. I'm not talking about statements.
Oh, when he was in your show. Okay.
Yes, and I believe you were streaming it that
No, I didn't hear that part. Maybe I joined later.
I asked him how many people were in the car. He said in the car, spending was at the back.
Did he say the driver was there and Darusha as well?
No. He did not talk about Darusha. He did not.
Okay, did you ask him how many people were in the car at the time?
I said those were in the car. I think he counted like 5 people. I can't pick it. Now, he said people were in the car. It wasn't that it was between him, Wunmi, and Liam. No. There are other people in that vehicle. And the argument was going on. And for him, it was only impressing on them to say, guys, make we reach home. He now said the anger that he thought his friend was angry about was that he didn't allow him to express himself. And possibly Wunmi was having upper hand. And he wanted to talk. He wanted to show. He was like, relax, when you get to, we are all going back home. More so, and he was angry that said, let's get out of this place. He then said, we came in convoy. They need to clear the road. The fans are also around who want to collect money from him. And even that day, he said they were not supposed to go home directly because they were supposed to hang out later, still in Ikorodu. They were supposed to hang somewhere himself, he'll be able to reach out to people. So it wasn't a journey of perform, go home, the way he explained it. So he was now saying, we need, the convoy is there. Let's even move with the people we came with because we are covered. But he said when they were talking, he got down and he came to his side. And he was saying, come down, like you are so much in this matter. Just come down. Don't talk into this matter, come down. So he was pulling it. He then said, people that would listen, that they said, the Mopo or army that were there held him. Now say, Shebi is your friend. What did they happen and all that? There was nowhere from his account that he injured himself. And for him, he then left the place to go and meet Obi Kubana. Now, at that point, from his own account, since you want to talk about his own account, it was the security that were there, the fans that were there. They will probably not know what is going on because it wasn't a big fracas like that. Now, the one that you mentioned that someone said Wunmi locked his neck, he didn't talk about that. And he left, he went off. He said he went off to go and meet Kubana. Kubana now told him, okay, if something is happening, you two police or soldier, stay with him. Let me see what happened. Maybe this guy came to tell us something else. And he waited for some time. And when he came out, and even the people standing with him were like, this guy never come back. It seems they settled it. He went back, they've left. They've left with his bag or something, and that of his director.
I think they are saying Kubana chief priest, not Obi Kubana, so that you don't miss that name.
Sorry. Yeah, what is it? What is the chief priest? Whatever the Kubana Shade there, the Kubana guy. We know who the person is. Now, that it was according to his own account. Now, someone on the panel, when they came up, asked him that they said they were fighting, that people were eating you from the back and all that, where you were going. He now said, I don't know about that. If people were eating me from the back or anything, that I never felt anything. I know I went to meet Kubana. Whether he said he walked around to meet Kubana or something, either of the two. But what he was trying to say, that there was no attack on him. Nobody attacked him when he left the vehicle. Now, let's bring it back to the testimony of others. When was it Adura or Darusha spoke their own, they said they were called to come and separate the fight. Yes? From his own account, he said the fight was not a fight like that to separate because he left the place already. Now, that was his account. From his account, his friend never sustained any form of injury to talk about stabbing or Makeje, whatever the case is. Now, let's look at the account of those other people that said, or from the police, that it was when they had a brow. In the process of that, though it did not retaliate, in the process of that, the disease hit the glass of the vehicle that took them and sustained an injury. Now, that is according to the police report, which of course will have been an account of the people that they spoke with, and they achieved that to come to that conclusion. Now, if it was glass that is sustained injury, police never mentioned he was stabbed or anything. Police never spoke about stabbing. The new stabbing talk, I think, came from this interview with those other people with Wunmi that they mentioned of Bemakeje. Now, according to police, he sustained an injury because he hit the glass. And I remember our analysis then, we were saying, if he hit the glass with his fist should have injury as well before he gets to his forehand. We should have seen a number of cuts on his hand, not only one. And police said in their report that he bled profusely. The word profusely is a substantial amount of fluid coming out, which means there ought to be blood in that vehicle. In that vehicle. Then when Obi Kubana came, Obi Kubana himself will have spoken with Mohbad because that was the artist. Bro, what did happen? Now they fight, what did happen? He's supposed to see blood for his hand. If he actually was bleeding profusely. Not that he just, if they use the word he had a cut, it's a different thing. You can have cut, you can have bruises. If they use the word bruises, it's a different thing. But he was bleeding profusely. Now, Obi Kubana that came to that place and the security around that place, and according to all of them, they were in a car park where there were lots of traffic.
Kubana Chief, you like that name. You'll be sued. You'll be sued.
I think it's because apologies. I think it's because Obi
Just say
Kubana is a
Cubana.
very
Don't mean
popular
just say Cubana. We understand.
person.
Just say
Now,
Cubana.
let's say the Cubana chief priest, Cubana chief priest that brought Cubana chief priest will have approached Mohbad himself and say, bro, what did they happen now? And all that. They will have some level of rapport. Now, Cubana chief priest will have asked him to know. And he would have seen that he sustained an injury. If Cubana chief priest, as the person that brought him there, if he had seen something, I believe they will have an ambulance because that is part of the law in a concert like that. The medical physician will have attended to him if he was actually bleeding profusely. Now, let's take it away from that. What was the account of spending about what happened? What was the account of Adura about what happened? What was the account of Darusha? Those people, aside spending, were not at the scene of event. They said they came to the place, which means if they didn't even confirm that Prime Boy fought with Mohbad, they came because they were called. Now, let us look at the account of Wunmi herself. Was Wunmi there or true? I think Wunmi said she went to call others or what? If I'm wrong, just say I'm wrong. What was Wunmi's account to the fight between the two friends? Did she say she was there or she went to call others? What did she actually say, according to her own account? You were all reading the CTC yesterday. What was her account of the event? Did she mention anything about it? Did she see them fighting? Did she see Mohbad sustain injury? Who among all of these people, aside Prime Boy, saw Mohbad sustained injury? Who? So that we all know, because we are doing analysis, so that we can look, and if this is the right thing, we continue to hammer on it. Who among all those people, spending, Adura, Darosha, the driver, and Wunmi herself, who among them saw Mohbad sustain injury by breaking the glasses? Or who among them saw Prime Boy stabbing Mohbad? Can anybody help me? Because I don't really know the full account of it.
All right.
We are still
there are so
analyzing,
many.
so let us get that place clear.
Okay, you want to. The question is about who saw Mohbad. I mean, when procuring that
Sustain
injury.
an injury.
Yeah. So when sustaining that injury, okay, when they procured it.
Yes.
So who saw
Who
Mohbad
among
at
them?
that point? Okay. So from the story of DJ Bami claimed that Mohbad came down from
Was
the
DJ
car.
Bami in that vehicle? Or
DJ
around
Bami
the
was in the second vehicle, but from the way he narrated, he narrated like somebody who saw what happened. He didn't say
Right.
he was told. Yes. So he narrated that he saw Mohbad on the other side of the car and punching Prime Boy, and that is his friend. And then from the next thing that he saw was Mohbad bleeding, according to him.
Bleeding.
Exactly.
According to him.
Exactly. And now on the side of Wunmi claimed that there was an intense argument between Prime Boy and Mohbad, which was also confirmed by Adura. Adura said that Prime Boy came to him when he was in his own Prado Jeep, and Prime Boy was saying something to him, but he didn't respond to Prime Boy. So he guessed Prime Boy was angry, felt disrespected. The Prime Boy went to Mohbad, which Wunmi also confirmed that there was an initial argument between Prime Boy and Adura. So where Prime Boy was telling Mohbad that discipline your brother disrespected me. So Prime Boy continued to push this up to Mohbad, and Mohbad told him that when we get home, I'm gonna discipline him. Here is not the place for that. So, and then according to Wunmi, they were delayed in the premises for about 2 hours. And according to Wunmi claimed that there was an argument going on between Prime Boy and Mohbad. So
Hold up, please. The incident between Prime Boy and Adura has passed. So there was no altercation or sort between
No
Prime Boy
confrontation. Yes,
and
yes, yes.
okay. Now,
Yeah,
so for
I
me,
do.
that report does not matter in this other one. So go
No, no,
ahead.
no, 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 no. This only give you a light, a preamble. This show you what could have made Prime Boy to beginning to have issue with Mobad, because Prime Boy went
Yeah.
to Mobad.
No, Paparello. I'm not getting it because the way you said it, it was settled by Mubad saying we will deal with you or something. Then other things,
No,
what
but Prime Boy
actually
continued. Prime Boy
transpired
did not. Prime Boy did not. It didn't stop. It continued.
in the
It
vehicle when
continued.
all of them were in the vehicle.
Yes, Prime Boy continued to drag
With
issues with Mobad.
and Adura is back into the
No,
vehicle
no, no.
or what?
Adura at the time has strolled. As there's noise coming. I don't know where. Adura,
There's
according to
no
him, has
noise from
strolled.
my end. I'm quiet in where I am.
Yeah, Adura, according to Adura, he has strolled from the
Yes, he
premises.
has left that vehicle.
Exactly.
Not from the
After the
premises. He has
altercation,
left from the
he
vehicle.
strolled out. Exactly. He wasn't around. So now, I'm using the statement of Adura, then using Wumi's statement as well. Then Wumi said that different argument keep coming on between Prime Boy and Mobad. So
In the vehicle now.
in the vehicle,
Now
exactly, in the vehicle,
Okay.
in the vehicle, that to an
Which means
extent.
nobody will have seen what happened in the vehicle except
Now,
the occupants in
exactly,
the vehicle.
the person who would have
Right.
been able to, please request back, please request back. I mean, it's like you did something with your phone. Let me bring you back. Yeah. So request back, let me bring you back. I mean, it's crazy. So request back so I can bring you back. It's your conversation, so I don't want to. All right. All right. I think it's better now. Is it? Can you unmute so I can confirm that, whether or not? Is it better now? I think it's better now. Can you say something?
It is you to confirm.
No, I mean, that's why I wanted to say something. For me, I think it's better now.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, in the statement of Wumi, and then since we are working with their statement, okay, we just have to refer to it, or it is better we kick out, we throw away their statement and we use our understanding of life to create a scenario and to
Why do you have this?
see what must have possibly.
Stop sweating about.
That's my voice. That's my voice. Anyway, so now Wumi claimed that it was Mobad and Prime Boy that was having argument. It kept popping up. They kept having different kind of argument. Prime Boy claimed that it was Wumi and Mobad that was having argument. It kept coming up. Now, the person who would have corroborated this supposed to be Spending. Spending should have tell us what happened, what was going on in the vehicle. Was it Prime Boy and Wumi against Mobad, or Prime Boy against Mobad, or Wumi against Mobad? I think there is a direct accusation right now from Wumi. Wumi is accusing Prime Boy. You were the one arguing with Mobad, and you get had issue. Then Mobad went, and you guys started fighting. Prime Boy said no. It was Wumi and Mobad that was having issue. I was like an angel trying to separate, and then Mobad came for me. So Prime Boy and Wumi said to lose
testimony. Sorry, Papayano. According to Spending's testimony, what was his account of what happened in the car? Because he's now the determining factor. What was his account of what happened?
Spending didn't corroborate that. That's as I said, only Spending can tell us who was really having issue with Mobad.
No, Papayano, leave that. We are basing everything of what we have as of today. So what did Spending said
what did he say happened in that vehicle, according to whatever he has said as of today?
Okay, according to spending on the issue of the fight, spending mentioned that Mohbad and Primeboy had altercation, and Mohbad went to the other side of the car. Mohbad punched Primeboy, and as Mohbad was punching, Mohbad missed, and Mohbad punched through the glass. It's like spending was the one who gave the police that statement, and then Mohbad bled. This
All
exactly
right.
how the police said it was how spending. Said it.
Okay, great.
But with
Which
Primeboy,
is
Primeboy kicked against that. Primeboy kicked against that.
wait. Just for this purpose of exercise, for the purpose of this exercise,
Oh
let's
yeah.
say spending's testimony was the one police used. So let's go back to what police said. Police said during the brawl with Primeboy, he sustained an injury by punching the glass of the SUV, and he sustained an injury and he bled profusely. Established. Now, let's now say that if that is the case, then there was no stabbing. His injury
No.
was from the
That is what
vehicle
I'm
glass.
saying. See, again, there's one thing that we continue to that I continue to look at here. Um, I'm looking at the condition that if there was a stabbing, who do we think is bold among them to tell us that indeed there was a stabbing? The only person who would be bold to tell us that there was a stabbing is anybody who was never part of the remaining process. Okay, what I see here is that, like, the story of the glass was like a cook story, just to save everyone's ass, to put the blame on Mohbad and save everybody else. Something terrible might have
On
happened
Mohbad
there.
or Primeboy?
It could be Primeboy,
To put
could
the
be
blame
anybody.
on Mohbad.
Yeah. And again, when Primeboy left, Cubana chief priest came in. We don't know what happened. Was there still another fight? Was there group courtesy? Was there anybody coming to fight before they quickly left the place? We don't know. Primeboy, what did you say at the time you left? Ojumiko and Numiko Letimagbo. This is what I see in this case.
Now,
Ojumiko
Papariano,
Osimbe.
let's look at this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me go with this theory of yours that
Uh-huh.
the story of sustaining injury through the glass was an ox, and because it's an ox, we should look at possibly he was stabbed. If he was stabbed, which means stab, the depth of the dagger in his skin, how deep do you think it will be? If he was stabbed, what should be the amount
Okay,
of blood to have
again,
been seen?
yeah, again, if a
I'm
person
also
is
pushing
stabbed,
it
again,
up.
if a person is stabbed, okay,
Just let me
it
finish.
depends.
I'm asking this question
Okay,
so that we
depending on
look
where
at
they are
it.
stabbed, yeah.
If he was stabbed, it means a dagger was used. It means the depth of the dagger in his body would have been deep. It means the amount of blood that will come out will be substantial. We can then align that with the profusely bleeding. It means if he was bleeding profusely, did Cubana chief priest see? Did he see it? Did the security around that place, they were guiding the place, did they see it? If he was stabbed, why didn't they hold someone responsible at the car park? Because it would have happened at the car park. Except he was stabbed. Except he was down here now. Except he was stabbed away from that car park after they've left the car park. But if it happened
Exactly.
at that car park,
Thank you.
therefore, the security guys on guard, Obi Kupana, that used two policemen.
Cubana chief priest. Cubana chief priest.
Sorry, Cubana chief priest.
Just say Cubana, yeah.
chief
Just
priest
the word Cubana, we can understand.
Papariano. Let's say Cubana that used two mopos to guide Prime Boy at the back of the
Exactly.
stage. We'll have told the Mopo, hold him well, put him in the truck. He don't stab one of the artists. But it never happened. All of them left the scene.
Aristo,
Therefore,
can I answer that? No,
wait now.
don't go too deep. No, don't, no,
Okay.
you're answering it. Let me answer. It's a good challenge, but don't say never happened. Let me answer that. Okay, put it as a challenge. Don't conclude.
Okay, answer it.
Now,
Answer it.
if Prime Boy had stabbed Mohbad, okay, now the problem is who sent Prime Boy. If Prime Boy wasn't sent by anybody, it would have been easy for anybody to figure him out. For Cubana to go after him, security to go after him, for the family to go after him. But if anybody has stabbed Mohbad there,
I
who is
disagree.
this big
I
person?
disagree with that.
Okay, go
I
on.
disagree with it. You know why I disagree with it?
No.
The stabbing will be supposed to have been done in an open glare. The way that place was described that day, they were
Exactly.
held up
And that
there
was the point I was
because
making
wait
earlier
now,
on
But again,
Papariano.
to further on that,
BB,
yes, so
wait.
aristocrat, to
Papariano.
further on that, okay, don't forget that the reason why we were able to hear that 24 hours the day Mohbad was buried, we were able to hear this case of Mohbad was punched with a poisonous ring. While some people said he was stabbed with a poisonous knife.
Wait, that one. Just leave that one. I'm basing it, now you say make we use waiting spending talk to police.
Sure.
And you now said, okay, let us, maybe it didn't sustain, maybe that was a cook-up story, but it was stabbed. I'm saying is this. Let's look at the scenario of that car park. Don't forget that they were surrounded by fans. Fans will see something go wrong.
We can't say.
Is that
They were not.
stabbed?
They were in the town hall.
Are you
The show was in
saying?
the town hall.
Wait,
Aristocrat, please. Wait.
Papariano,
Let us see the
let's get
vicinity.
it right. Let's get it right.
The car park.
Let's look at the vicinity.
Okay. Where was the show itself? Where did the show take place? In the town hall? In the hall?
Wait. Hold on. Let's look at the vicinity. The show was held in a hall. Every of the musicians have fans. Prime Boy and Mohbad, they are son of the soil. They are from Ikorodu. Many people came to that place because they knew Mohbad was performing. If Mohbad, on a norms, if he finished his performance and he stepped down, his fans will come out to want to cheer him up. They will not stay there because they are his fans.
Don't forget, Mohbad was not in the poster. It was not expected. It was not expected there, so he doesn't have much fun.
What are you saying? But they knew
It was not in the bill. It was not in the bill. It was added later. No, I mean you have to get it clear.
You know what
it was
you are doing?
Zlatan.
You are not
Kuti
getting
was in the
it
bill.
clear. You are not getting it clear. No, Papariano. You are not getting it clear. You know why you are not getting it clear? You are telling me that Mohbad came to his Ikorodu area where they know is their star. And when Mohbad got there, he was performing. There are people in that hall that are Mohbad's fan, whether you like it or it, whether the whole Ikorodu knew or not. Yes, when he finished his performance, and we saw part of the video of his performance, how they all came to the front to cheer him. When he left that place and stepped out, are you telling me none of his fans will go to the back and say, we want to see Mohbad?
Okay, now, see what I'm saying here. We don't have issue with whether they cheer him, how they followed him out when he was going out. But no, get something now. Not just be one-sided now. Let us balance things.
Okay, go ahead.
I agree with you that possibly when he was leaving the show, okay, they would have cheered him up, or wherever he was, they might have, followed him through, okay. But now the question is this: they were delayed for about 2 hours after the show. So are we saying that Zlatan will be performing, Seun Kuti will be performing, and all this guy is after the show exactly? So because he was
after his own performance, after his own performance,
the show was
entire show.
Exactly. After the show was 9 p.m.
Yes.
He performed for 1 hour. Okay.
Yes.
Now, he performed for 1 hour.
Was he the first to perform?
Well, he was the first to perform. He was the first
of everybody.
Okay. Exactly. Okay. So after his performance, he exited. we saw him exiting the place. We have a video of that. Okay, we
Yeah.
saw how Prime Boy was even trying to stop him. Yeah, he was trying to like stop others.
Stop him or trying to block
No,
the
stop
fans.
others, stop others, stop others, stop others. People were kind of
Others,
blocking
who
his
are the
way.
others?
The
Those are the
fans.
fans now.
Why exiting? Why exiting? Why exiting?
While
People
exiting.
were cheering him, so it was kind of like protecting him because he didn't have his own bouncer at the point, okay, at the place. So now, I do not argue, okay, I will not argue that fans did not come out with him. Some fans will have come out with him. All the fans there do not belong to Mohbad. All right. But
Yes.
some fans that belong to
Yes,
him,
we know.
that love him, they would have come out. He shared money already. Okay. And I believe that at some point he will want to escape from them. Because the more you are with them there, the more you will keep spending. All right.
But that does not say they will not
he
follow him to
sent,
his
he
car.
sent Adura to go and exchange money, to go and pieces money. Don't forget, in the account of Wunmi, to go and exchange money so that he can give more. Even which Prime Boy was against, that idea. So
Prime Boy said so. He said
exactly,
so.
exactly.
He said so in his interview.
Thank you very much. So now, finally, he exited the town hall. But after exiting the town hall, the question is this.
He moved to the car park.
Exactly. Now, the question is this. Was that place full of security? Because we have, there are so many musicians that came. With all fairness, there should be bouncers. There should be some security there. People can't just have access to everywhere, not the vicinity. There should be some areas which the people can have access to, which only the entourage of the musicians can be, unless who is with them. Okay, so
I
now
think-
we don't know the area at which they are. But one thing for sure is that how long, because don't forget his car was blocked and it was delayed there for hours. Maybe more than 1 hour. It was delayed there. In that car park. Okay. So now, did the people that came out still go? Did they stay there forever till he left? Or when they came out 10, 20, 50 minutes, they went back to continue the show because Zlatan have to perform, Seun Kuti have to perform, and other artists.
All right. Let me tell
So
you
this is
something.
what we don't know. That's what we don't know.
Okay, wait. Wait, Papariano. You see, like you are saying, we don't know those things, which means we will not be in the best position to say a number of things as well.
Exactly.
Now, also, let me talk from the perspective of someone that have witnessed all this thing over and over again. Being with artists on stage, coming out and going to car park and all that, even in a well-secured environment. You see fans, we even be running after the car when it is leaving. They will do bye-bye for you. They will not leave that artist entirely. They will be hanging around. They will be there. Because even some of them want to take picture. Some of them, I want to see, we saw him today. Now, according to other things, that place was well guided. Police were there. Now, the security people were around his vehicle, his own vehicle, because they are waiting until it's cleared. Because if they left him alone there, it means no, it wasn't even safe in the first place. Let's take some of the account. There are security around his vehicle. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. If we want to rule out that he was probably stabbed, then those security men should have seen something, except he was stabbed in the vehicle and they couldn't see.
Aristocrat, how are you sure
in the vehicle?
the security men are not unknown security men? Or the
Unknown
like,
security
like
men.
Fela Mama, please, when I'm saying, okay, unknown, just like unknown soldiers, people that you cannot trace. For example, NDLEA arrested Mohbad, they claim they never arrested Mohbad. But everybody insists that he was arrested. These are fake people in uniform. Now the army that were there, were they sent? Were they cultists? Were they what? They came to, who are these people? We have not heard testimony
And
from
I think that is the questions you ought to find out before
And that is the
you are
question.
establishing. No,
Those are
that
the-
you are,
no,
you are
I've
not
been
asking
asking-
that question.
I have been
You did
asking
not
that
ask that question.
Okay, no. I have been
In this
I'm the
matter.
first person to establish that notion to say that those army people that were surrounding Mohbad, we don't trust them. Okay, and as a result,
Papariano.
we need Prime Boy and everybody who was there to tell us the real truth. Because what we
Okay,
have been
relax.
told is not helpful. It's
Relax,
not helping.
Papariano. You know, we are trying to prove your theory. We are trying to prove it. So in science, we must subject it to every form of test. Now, you are suspending a number of things to achieve your analogy or your theory. But in the same vein, you are saying we should discuss on the norms. If on the norms, because what you are saying will happen if the concert itself was a total conspiracy, was a setup.
And we have said so. We have established that.
Basically to kill him. Then what it means is this. The security people were compromised. Even the driver will be compromised.
So
and all that.
the entourage will be compromised.
The entourage will be compromised.
Don't forget that somebody has said that they wanted to tell Mohbad not to go for that show, that it was a setup. Don't forget that.
Okay. No, I did not hear that. You are just telling me that.
All right. Many people who are here, if you have heard about that, say yes. If you have not heard, say no. There was,
I did not hear that.
There was somebody who was saying
that it was a setup.
He had about the show that it was a setup.
Just one person or many people?
It was somebody who said so. A person. I mean, it's not an information that is given to everybody. I mean,
all right.
Somebody says. A lot of people are new in this case. The people are new in this case.
Okay.
But anyway, let us get somewhere. Let us try to work
with possibilities. Yes. We are doing science.
Let me put you in a corner. Don't put
me in a corner. Let me finish my thought. Don't
you are driving long. My things are very fast.
Okay. I will finish now. Wait, I will finish now. What I'm saying is this. If I align with your position that all security are compromised, the concert is compromised, don't you then think that dropping Prime Boy was a way to remove one person that do not know about the conspiracy, not to find out what happened? So they drop him. They make sure it did not go. That was why the Cubana guy kept him at the stage.
He did not go away. He did not go away. Mission accomplished.
He was removed out of. No, what is mission accomplished there? Because he was.
Mission accomplished. You have done what you have to do.
No, Papariano. So you are saying that he has done what he has to do.
Prime Boy claimed he was supposed to do that.
What was it that he did? What was the mission accomplished?
What you are saying is his mission was to stab him, Abi. If his mission was to stab him, is it the rest of the people's mission to carry his body home?
Exactly. Somebody has to carry his body. Somebody has to carry his body for the conspiracy to complete.
So for me, I do not agree with your conspiracy.
From you.
I do not agree with your conspiracy.
You are beyond this, Papariano, please.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, it is good to have different stories. Okay, let me say this. Okay, if Prime Boy was paid to do whatsoever that he has to do, okay, on Mohbad, now some persons within Mohbad's entourage would have been informed, would have known about this. In fact, the show itself could have been a trap for him. This is somebody who, whenever he wants to go for a show, we hear that his boss label, his former boss label, Naira Marley, keep calling people not to give him a show. Especially there was the one that was quoted, Efe, went to give contract to Mohbad. Again, the boss label was aware, and he said this guy has mental issues. Okay, he tried to spoil the thing for him. And whenever this guy goes to show, they always try to set him up and beat him up. Okay, now what we should be asking is this: is there any relationship between the show organizers and his former his former boss label? Okay, if there's a relationship, if there's a relationship,
for a fact.
we don't know
for now.
Oh my goodness, we don't know. But what we are saying is this: the only way, if Prime Boy have done something there, the only way they would have covered Prime Boy up is if the person who sent Prime Boy is somebody who is huge, that nobody can.
Papariano, this is your imagination.
But we are imagining.
Yes.
Okay,
this is your
let me say
imagination.
something. Papariano, let me say something. And it will be the last. I don't want to fargo again. Why you say that if other people in his entourage were already compromised, it means that His wife was compromised. The driver was compromised. Adura was compromised. The driver was compromised. All his team were compromised. So why would they make one of their team member a fall guy that all of them will now say is that person? Why would they want to put that person under the bus when they know that the person can fight them back? Why would they do that
Okay,
in a
now,
conspiracy like this?
okay, now you know,
And
these are the
not
things.
kill him too. Because because if you want to do that, it means you will also eliminate that person. It has happened. Look at the
Eliminate
case
who?
of
Eliminate who? Eliminate
John
who?
F. Kennedy.
Eliminate who?
Look at the assassination of former president of America, John F. Kennedy. The person that was asked to go and kill him, they sent 2 people to go and kill him. One person is the one that will actually kill him. But their job is they know that person will miss, but that guy has to be killed. So you can see how that went. So in this case, are you saying they wouldn't have killed him? Then lastly, I would say, what would be the purpose of compromising his large entourage, his wife and 15 people and the driver? For what purpose would they kill someone like that? Will it be because of his son or for a bigger purpose?
Now, you see, these are the things that nobody is not clear to anybody. But one thing is that this is somebody that his former boss label keep coming into his life, even when he's no longer with the former boss label. He's no longer with Naira Marley. When Naira Marley, Sam Larry, they keep coming after him. Okay, we don't know what they want from him. I should be asking you, why was Sam Larry and Naira Marley, why were they always coming after Mohbad? Can you answer that?
You shouldn't ask me that because it's not part of this conspiracy you are putting.
No, that is what we're
What me I
saying.
want to dispute.
If they are part of the conspiracy,
Papariano,
they have to be
Papariano.
something they want from him.
Papariano, I like conspiracy, but what me I'm saying is this. I do not believe he was stabbed by Prime Boy. Because if he was, the bleeding would be so much, he cannot get home that day.
Exactly.
And it took them about 2 hours to get home. He would have died.
Okay, again,
They can do it at a
stabbing.
different
Again,
place.
if stabbing is what is going to weak him with the poisonous knife, I don't think the person who wants to have this accomplished will think twice. They will not hesitate.
No. You cannot do it.
Okay, but there's one thing I want to hear, right? There's one thing that
is gone now.
We need evidence of
There are
Mohbad.
snipers.
We don't have evidence of Mohbad. No evidence of Mohbad leaving that show alive.
Can I step in?
Any evidence?
Do we have evidence of Mohbad being
You don't have
stabbed at the
evidence.
show?
The
Paparano?
testimony of those other people.
And there is no
shows
evidence that he got home alive.
and he lived till Tuesday.
And I asked you a question before
They
Aristocrat.
are all culpable. They are all culpable.
Ojoro. No,
What?
Paparano, you are
Can
doing
I step
Ojoro
in
in
a
your
little
analysis.
bit, please,
Tell me.
guys?
You know the Ojoro you are doing.
No,
Wait,
no,
you
no.
know
I'm
the
not.
Ojoro you are doing.
I'm not.
Paparano,
They are
Paparano.
the simple
Guys,
people. They are
can I
also the
step
simple
in,
people.
please?
Paparano, you are too
We cannot
busy.
answer. We cannot answer so many things.
Sorry,
Paparano,
If
you
I
are-
ask you,
you're-
did Mohbad live there alive? You cannot answer Aristocrat. Did Mohbad live the show alive?
Paparano.
Yes, Mohbad left the show alive.
This is what I meant by you are doing Ojoro. You know why you are doing Ojoro? You are basing your theory upon the witnesses of these people, but you do not believe these people when they said he got home alive and died on Tuesday.
I am not.
Exactly.
I am not.
Why are you
Okay,
preaching and
so
telling
I am
people?
basing my
Paparano,
evidence on
why are
who?
you
Please
now
tell me,
believing
Aristo.
their-
I am basing my evidence on who? Please tell me on who.
Now, you just told me that they said the altercation was between Prime Boy and Mohbad. Who gave you that? Is it not among the people that you say you don't believe that
Okay,
he got
now
home with?
remember you
The
were
same
not
people
aware of
that
the
said he
conversation.
died on
You
Tuesday.
were not aware of the conversation earlier. Earlier, I said something.
It is from
I
our
told
own
Bibi.
conversation
No, you
that I
joined.
said that.
See, that's
from
why you
our
joined.
own.
You joined me and Bibi's convo. I told Bibi. I said, Bibi, it is one thing for us to disregard all of the suspect statement, okay, and we try to use intelligence to figure out what likely play out there that day, or we should quote these eyewitnesses who were there and then see what we can get through their statement. We have to choose. And he kept referring to the witness statement. Then I said, okay, if that is the case, then I can also refer to the witness statement. But don't just choose what you want to use from their statement and throw it with others. If you are saying that, okay, Mohbad got home alive because Wumi said so, then do you also believe that Wumi said that it was a nurse that killed Mohbad? At this point, you don't believe anymore.
Therefore, if that is your position, therefore, I wouldn't believe that he was stabbed. And I don't believe all those Job Jumbo of Obema Keje and Uruka. I don't believe in all those bush.
Okay, but
because
something
if
alluded us to that.
He was touched with a poison.
Aristocrat,
If
something
truly
alluded
he was
us.
touched with a poison,
Something is
he will
glaring
never
here.
get
Something
home that day.
is glaring here. Why the Obema Kenje begins to make sense is because we see the effect. The hand was swollen, like a similar example that I just read about the Oluwadamilare's case. The hand was swollen very fast. DJ Bami said when they got home. See, DJ Bami said when they got home, Mohbad's hand was swollen and it was bleeding. What caused it?
When they got home, when they got home, it was swollen and bleeding. This is what I will continue to say. You know, the day I disputed this Obema Keje is a poison, and the poison of Obema Keje is same with the poison of a cobra, a venom of a snake.
That's not correct, Aristocrat. That's not correct. That's not correct. That's not correct. You are
what is correct?
Okay, Aristocrat, no, please wait. You are making a big mistake if you're doing that. See what you should. Like
What
that's
is
why I
the
said.
big mistake?
Okay, the big mistake here is that when it comes to the Obema Kenje poisonous knife, there are so many varieties of it. I just read the case of Oluwadamilare, who was stabbed with a poisonous knife, and after 11 days, they amputated the leg, and he's still alive. But the leg was swollen, and it was still bleeding. And it is also called poisonous knife.
Okay, Oga, that is why you are basing it on. Okay, if you are basing it on that, then toxicology will tell us.
Thank you very much. Now you're talking.
Abi, but
Now you're talking.
it still does not erase the fact that it was not
There is no
stabbed.
fact. There is only assumption.
No, it doesn't
He was not,
erase.
Papariano.
He was not stabbed.
Glass
You were
would not have
saying
made his hand
stabbed.
to fast.
Stabbed.
How can glass make that
Baba,
hand to swallow?
What is stabbing? When you stab someone, what would be the depth of the knife or the dagger?
Okay. Again, as I was saying, right, in a stabbing, you only need part of the poison. Okay? The stabbing may not be that intense. You only need part of.
Baba, let us look at the definition of stab. Let us look at the definition of stab. It is the English you are using. What is the definition of stab?
In Yoruba, it is like gun.
Okay, kini gun. Oma wo. What is the definition of stab?
Okay,
Oya define stab.
I mean, tí nǹkan bá gúnyàn, okay?
Gúnyàn báwo?
Nǹkan yẹn, ó máa kọjá first layer. Okay?
Ó wọlé.
But ó depend irú force tẹ́ni yẹn fi gún ẹni yẹn.
Okay, you are saying it was Prime Boy that stabbed him. Look at Prime Boy's art. I think Prime Boy is around 5'10" or 5'11". You understand what I'm saying? I think he's close to 6 feet. Look at he's an healthy young man. Do you think if he's going to stab someone, he will stab him like a baby? If you say he cut for the poison to work, is a different. You say stabbed. If someone is stabbed, the person go bleed well. If he bleeds well, they go see the blood.
Where was the person stabbed? It depends on where he was stabbed. It depends on where you are stabbed.
Well, okay, where are you thinking about?
Like in the case of Oluwadamilare, he was stabbed in the leg, and the leg got swollen. Okay. And after 11 days, they had to amputate the leg.
In the case of Mohbad,
in the case of Mohbad, that's what I'm saying. In the case of Mohbad,
Abi,
what?
He was stabbed on his forearm.
In the case of Mohbad, it could have been stabbed.
Where?
We say we have to be careful.
It could have been stabbed.
It could have been stabbed
because where?
In his hand. In his hand. Face. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, in his forearm. Now that's for. Let me tell you something. The level of blood that will come from your forearm, it is more than the level of blood that will come from your finger.
And it depends if it cut through the vein. It depends if it cut through the vein.
Wait, Baba, relax.
No, but that's the truth. If it cut through the vein, it depends what. I mean,
Papariano, stop shifting the goalposts.
It depends on the stabbing. Don't just generalize stabbing. It depends on
shifting
how the impact matters.
Papariano, you are shifting the goalposts. See, if someone is stabbed on the forehand, and I believe he was stabbed, the depth will be more than what you are describing. The amount of blood that will come out will be seen. It will be substantial when you say start. But if you say it was just
and that was a
different
profuse
thing.
bleeding. That was a profuse bleeding.
If it was a profuse bleeding, what was the amount of blood they saw in his vehicle? What did they? Which means while he was in the vehicle, they will have used something to wrap his
They
hand.
are part of the conspiracy.
Where is the
They never.
cloth? Where
You keep
is the
making
cloth that
them
they
look
need to wrap
like
his
they
hand?
are good human beings. They are part of the
And what are
conspiracy.
you talking about? The same people that claim that was profusely bleeding.
You know,
Don't you think
I
they
said
will leave
something, right? This is
evidence
my
of
condition.
blood
I said
in the
something.
vehicle?
I always say something, right? If Prime Boy had done whatsoever that Prime Boy has done, okay, the wife will be part of it, will know about it. Darosha will know about it. At least
20
Darosha.
other people. About 20
No.
people. That is what we are
Sorry,
saying in this state.
Sorry,
The
please.
conspiracy is more than
Please
20
wait.
people.
Please take it easy now. Don't rush it, okay? If Prime Boy had done whatsoever, the wife can be aware, Darosha can be
Yeah.
aware, but the other
Yeah.
persons,
Will not be aware. Báwo lọ́mọ ṣe dín wọn lẹ́nu? It's still part of conspiracy.
That's why I'm saying that they may not be aware they may not be aware of the plan.
How it happened.
Yes, but when it eventually happened, for them not to raise alarm, they will quickly see how to negotiate with them.
Okay, they
How
negotiated
to
with
make
the
them
security
not
men
expose the secret.
who were fake security men.
Okay,
They
again, I'm
negotiated
saying
with chiefs.
I'm saying something
They
again that
negotiated
the
with
security
the
men,
fans.
the security. If I host a show, okay,
Yes.
and in that show, let me say you have to go down that day, all right, and let me say me who hosts the show, I'm very much aware of it, okay, and the plan was that it was your friend that came with you that will help us accomplish it. Me, I have alerted my security that whatever that happened here, you guys should just like don't worry about it. I'll take care of the remaining one.
Boju.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you saying that that is not possible?
Now, what it means is this. What it means, what you have just said, what is this? There will be total control of the crowd close to that place because it will only be the security that will be around there. But in this case, from Prime Boy's accountant, that was my interview with him. He said there were crowd around there whom they don't want to give enough money, but they are in the car. They want them to clear it. So there will still be, even if there are no crowd, there will be someone that came from the
You see,
car.
you are being biased.
Except
If
you are saying,
focus on Prime Boy alone.
wait. You too, you are focusing on bribing the security.
No, me, I'm
alone.
building my
What
conspiracy. I'm
to-
not focused on anybody. I'm not calling anybody. I'm just building. I'm giving my
Now-
thought.
now,
Don't mention.
What
I'm not
saying
coaching
is
anybody.
this. Wait.
I'm giving you a
What
thought.
I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. In an open car park like that, which means you should have close to 10, 15 security men surrounding that place in order to ensure that no external person sees anything. That is what it means. Because it should be an extremely controlled area. Because no other person must see. Now, all those other people will see it. You know,
And you can corroborate that with
then we
Prime
need
Boy's
to find
director.
out how
You can
controlled.
corroborate that with Prime Boy's director who said there was no
controlled.
mob there. Aristocrat, what you said right now,
Okay.
you can confirm
How
that.
many security people? Okay, how many security? You see, what we need to do. I like this case. We need to come with a drawing of that car park. We must be able to situate where the vehicles are. We must be able to situate every other person that we thought about. And let us now look at that drawing and say there is no that place was well controlled. Then we will say it was a total conspiracy. That those other people
That is what I'm saying. Me, I am saying that all of them there, right? Prime Boy, Wumi, Darusha, all of them, there are some truth that they have not told us yet. They should stop acting like innocent. Neither Prime Boy is innocent of what happened to Mohbad.
Yes,
if he was not part of it, he know what happened to Mohbad and he should expose them.
Yes.
He's covering up.
Paparano,
okay, and as a result, for them not to expose him too.
Paparano, I agree with all that. But what I was disagreeing with you was that he was stabbed. That is the only thing I'm disagreeing with. That
Okay, but Aristocrat, the stabbing.
Yes.
Let me establish the stabbing. Now, we saw Mohbad when he was in the car when he was announced dead. True or false?
Yes.
We were not privileged to see his back features, but we saw his face down. Okay.
Yes.
If you pause that video, okay, it at least that video can answer part of the question that at the time he was announced dead, we didn't see any direct puncture around his chest, around his stomach.
Yes.
But one thing that we've seen
from
in a
where that
glimpse,
was visible to the camera.
from the evidence available, we can tell that most affected areas, okay, of Mohbad's body was the arm. From what we can see, most affected areas on Mohbad's body was his forearm.
Was this according to the video that was sent to us?
From the evidence available so far, the evidence available is the deceased body. From the video of the deceased body available so far, that we know, the most affected part of his body that is so visible is the swollen hand.
No, wait, relax, Paparano. You merged two scenes together, two scenes. You were telling me that in the vehicle where he was announced dead, what we saw. Now, that is number one. We could not see if he sustained any injury in that video where he was announced dead. But later on, we saw the video of someone shaking his hand, a swollen hand.
No. That was
that
later. That shaking of that shaking hand was before he passed, before they take him to the car.
So which video? Okay, that one was before he was taken to the car.
Exactly.
Which means we are not referring to that. The one that they took.
See what I'm doing here. Yes. I am saying that when Mohbad left that show, whatever injury that was with him will be visible for us to see. Okay, so the earliest visible mutilation, okay, or harm, almost affected part that we seen was his forearm. Okay, then after the nurse attended to him, then they rushed him out in the car to announce him dead. At the time he was announced dead, we didn't see
those
any
injury again.
Exactly. So those are physical injury that cannot just be erased. It can't just be erased. In a span of 2 days.
But what I'm just saying is, you see, your conspiracy, Prime Boy knows something. I'm not disputing that. Like I always say, that is.
It may not be Prime Boy, but Mohbad's arm seems like he was stabbed with a poisonous knife.
How do you know the stab of a poisonous knife?
Thank you very much. Because there are different kind of poison. In Oluwadamilare's case, they say when he was stabbed.
Did you see his injury? Yes.
Okay, I can read it to you in Punch. Okay, and you can follow it on YouTube.
No. Wait now, Aparano, we are scientists. You see, you said the kind of stab. You are still using stab. I don't agree with the stab, but I would say the kind of wound on Mohbad's forearm. You said it is for a poisonous stab. I then ask you, how do you recognize a poisonous wound?
Okay, now
don't read it because
the injury. Let me use the word. The injury on Mohbad. The injury on Mohbad's forearm. Okay, or arm. When you look at the time, what happened between Mohbad and Prime Boy? It was between 11 p.m. to 12 p.m.
Yes.
Okay? That is to 00 hour of the day. 11 p.m. on Sunday to Sunday midnight. All right. Okay. So now, an injury sustained at that point in time. Okay, before the person was able to get home, in the next 2 hours, the hand was already swollen and the hand was bleeding. This only reminds me of the Oluwadamilare's case. Okay, which after he was stabbed, few hours later, the leg became swollen. And
few hours later, do they give us a specific of those 3 hours? Is it a couple or some couple?
It was few hours later. It swole, and then for days, and then it went again. And then it went again for days.
Oluwadamilare issue. Maybe he did not get tetanus injection immediately. It happened. Stop looking for refuge with
Oluwadamilare's case. After the stabbing, it went swollen. It went swollen. Mohbad, after the stabbing, the hand went swollen.
Mohbad was
don't bring tetanus. Forget about tetanus.
Mohbad was not stabbed, Papariano.
Okay, but see what I'm saying
Mohbad,
here, Bibi, I'm just only saying that in the case, okay, that Mohbad was stabbed, what could have been, what could have played out? I'm not saying
But
categorically, I have to clear this. I am not saying categorically that what killed Mohbad must have happened in the show. But what I'm saying
okay,
is that what
okay,
killed Mohbad
was planted
could
at the show.
started from the show, okay, where Prime Boy may be involved in it, could have went through the bridge and could have even be completed at home. But there's one thing for sure:
and,
Wumi,
and you
Darosha,
also
and
believe
all of
that
them are part
Mohbad
of
did
it.
not left the show
With the
alive.
condition,
Paparano, hold on, Paparano. You also believe that Mohbad did not leave the show alive. Is that correct?
I'm saying that it's a case. You know what? When you study by case, you observe different cases. As
Mm-hmm.
things stand, we don't know whether Mohbad came home alive. We cannot say for certain. And in the case that Mohbad did not came home alive, then could it have been that there was a fight on the bridge and they attacked them and they ended his life there? And they have
Do
to
you
try
actually
for
believe
conspiracy.
that story of on the bridge? Do you believe something happened on the bridge? Now that they said he wanted to throw the baby down from the bridge, do you believe it?
Okay, they said spending, said so. And again, when I look at the behavior of the judge at the March inquest, when Spending mentioned the bridge, he wanted to narrate, the judge interjected and told him to restart again. And when he
Oh,
restarted, he skipped the bridge story. And that's why the public lawyer, okay, they were thinking that it was the public lawyer who joined some international observer to say the judge of the inquest should recuse herself. I mean, should not continue the case because, I mean, she intimidated the speaker, and at the point at which she interjected, made the witness not to remember
to lose his
all
line
of
of
those stories,
thought.
to lose his thought. So could it have been like a plan? So some international people that has nothing to do with the lawyer representing the Ada Foundation, okay, but that was misconstrued by
Yes,
the
by
magistrate,
the judge.
thinking that it was that lawyer that you know that initiated whatever that happened, okay, or was part of it.
Okay.
So and that was clear. I think that was that has been cleared, that it has nothing to do with whatever that happened. But that was the situation.
But it's okay. I like the exercise. Let's continue to be discussing. We will always come with conspiracy theory. At least Susie came with one the other day.
Okay, let
You are
Susie come
starting
in. Susie
another
wanted
one.
to come
That
in
was
here.
nice.
Susie, are you still there or you slept? I think she slept over. Are you still there, Susie?
Susie,
And
they
Susie, do you
sleep.
believe in the concept of Prime Boy as an innocent person, or Prime Boy maybe 50-50? What is your concept when it comes to Prime Boy, Susie?
Me, I still believe Prime Boy knows something he's not giving out. But that
Hello.
is circumstantial.
Iron lady again. Iron lady again.
Iron Lady.
A young lady in the house who
Let's not make this.
make it make sense.
Let us
Iron
make it
Lady
soft.
Aries.
No sycophantic comment. Go straight
Let's
to the
make
point.
it soft. Let's make this soft.
Well, this is gonna be soft. I don't know if African TV has visited your platform lately, but there will be a 50 million award to whoever is going to tell us exactly what happened or what led to the death of Mohbad, that is going to lead to an arrest and a conviction. The person gets to get 50 million. It must lead to an arrest and a conviction. There's 50 million plus a plea bargain. This is going to be published in the newspaper maybe by end of next week, before the end of this month. So this is coming from African TV. I'm going to be part of the donation to the money. So because all this conspiracy, we want to make it to make sense. So whoever Prime Boy spending, DJ Bami, Darosha, Adura, anybody among the 100 people in that house that can tell us anything, everything that happened in that house that day that took Mohbad's life away, and we can able to verify that, lead to an arrest, leads to a conviction. 50 million awaits naira, not dollars. 50 million naira awaits such a person, and a plea bargain, and until the conviction is made, the person will be identity will be kept private. So it will be unanimous expose. So that is.
Can I ask a question? What if the person has sworn to an oath and doesn't want to die? How do you help that person?
If the person has sworn to an oath, and that's why we said there's going to be a plea bargain. You mean with
No.
the
Iron lady, what are you saying? You swear to an oath. If you talk, you go die. So what is plea bargain happening? If you talk like this, you go die.
You mean sworn an oath with the God Lord, Lord God?
Yes, whatever the case is.
Well,
if you talk like this, you go die.
And sometimes all those
things,
I don't believe in all of
They
those.
will give the family now. His family will spend the money now. Let his family
So
spend.
please,
Who will
let's
give the
spread the
family?
news. We will put this in the
The
newspaper.
person's family can spend the money now.
It's okay. Now that is what you think.
I don't know.
Make it 100 million.
I don't.
And a visa to America or the Bahamas. The person go do am.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
trust issue here. Trust.
when we say a plea bargain, I don't know if that will come with the package. That's why I was asking if African TV has been here to. But I'm going to be part of the donation.
Baby, don't go.
No.
A plea bargain, for me, a plea bargain according to the law is to say someone has committed a crime, but they will settle it, and the person might have a lesser sentence, or the person might not be sentenced. So
Exactly.
it's neither here
So
nor
let's
there.
assume that.
Now,
Let's assume.
what I'm also trying to say, because I'm looking at that 50 million, convert the 50 million to dollars. How much will it be?
It's less than $50,000.
But if you make it 100 million, it's mouth-watering, and you give the person a visa to a country to start all over again. Don't name the country.
We have not discussed We have not discussed 100 million. We have only discussed.
I'm just suggesting to make it more attractive. Apparently, what you are doing to BB is not good.
BB, what is this? This is not.
You put
right.
BB on the center. He's showing us his onion. He's showing us his breast.
Now Flora husband. BB now Flora husband. Now Flora.
Okay, now Flora.
Let me bring Flora up for him. Bring Flora for him.
So, African TV is going to be making rounds, and this is going to go in the newspaper. Hopefully.
Honestly, Iron Lady, I think
Yes, Mama.
I will go with Aristocats. It's going to make sense if you try to fly that person out of the country. And
I'm not saying that is not possible. We cannot. Somebody's echoing. We just cannot. I cannot promise what we cannot deliver, because ability to fly somebody out of the country will mean, submitting your documents. We have to apply for visa. What if the visa is denied? Then it's going to say, oh, they promised this, they didn't fulfill.
I don't want to teach you what you will do on the open, but
why can't you? We can talk about it behind the camera, but anyway,
I think you should.
Okay, that's okay. No, we will talk off camera. But let's put this out there.
It's a good move, and I think it's very good. It's a good move, but let's see how to make it more attractive.
Okay, we will talk about how to make it more attractive behind the camera, and we will bring it forward. We will do some group calls, okay, and we can repackage it. So far, I mean, some people just mentioned 100. It can grow, and more things can be added and make it more juicy, because we must get the killer or killers of Mohbad, and justice must be served. We are working tirelessly on every angle, all hands on deck, on how to solve this mystery. Was it stabbed? Was it stabbed at home? Was it stabbed in the show? Was it this? Was it that? So anybody in the Lekki axis in that house that day, spending, Prime Boy, etc., Davido's PA, everybody and anybody, you need to contact African TV, contact myself, and maybe a few others. Will be pulling names out. There will be, you must not just you come up with one flimsy story. Your story must lead to an arrest. Your story must lead to a conviction. That means a charge and the person sentenced to death. Then you will be getting your 50 million cash. And you will get it. Even if you are involved, a pay bargain is you were involved, but you are willing and ready to come forward to tell the story, so you can get a lesser or no charge. That is what a plea bargain is, exactly what Aristocrat has defined. Save the world this headache and the sleeplessness nights. Come forward and let us talk. Your
I
identity
hope
will
the
be.
Emperor, Lady Harris, I hope the Emperor and the Egbe
Wait,
Afenifere, they are not involved.
Emperor is not included in this. It is just some.
That is no Egbe Afenifere. That is no Egbe Afenifere.
The foundation of
There is no
African
Egbe
TV.
Afenifere as well. Okay, it's foundation. Thank you. It's okay.
Is
Thank you.
African TV Foundation in conjunction with some concerned citizens of
Globally.
Nigeria, home and abroad, globally.
Paparano, o má tẹ́wọ́ kò wọ́n fún wọn látẹ́wọ́. Ó ti ń wo
Ó
pé
má
ó ti ń wo
tẹ̀wọ́
game.
kò mí o, ṣé o mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀,
Paparano.
show me lucky.
Paparano is doing something else. Ó yá, ó fún wọn látẹ́wọ́
Come
náà.
on. And to be honest with you, 50 million is really cheap. The last time I sold a Bitcoin, it was $32,000. $32,000. So just know that we are serious. We are not
Yes,
jokers,
yes.
and this is going to be going in the newspaper. Actually, it was escapade from Team Wumi that came up my panel and said, "Oh, that is when African TV announced it." Escapade from Team Wumi actually said, "Oh, that's beautiful," because they are also after justice. I was even saying, okay, that means you guys will also contribute to that pocket. But he said we should put it in the newspaper so it can actually get
Oh,
out
come
there
on.
to
Do you
more
mean that
people.
guy? That man is not for justice. Come on, I mean, stop making that man look
No,
like
we know it's
that
not.
man.
I said
That
it.
is the
I
same person.
said,
That's the same person who said Baba Mohbad went to
hold
steal
on, Papa,
necklace
it
in
does
his
not
house.
matter.
No, it
I'm a
matters.
Buruku
I mean,
Lojot.
it matters. I mean, we have
Papariano,
discussed.
listen, Papariano. I know his team Wumi, and I know they are not for justice. And that was what I said. He was the one that suggested.
They always,
Let me finish,
Lady
please.
Harris, they always-
Let me finish. He was the one that suggested we published this offer in the newspaper, and that was a good idea, regardless of whose team he belongs to. Simple. I'm a Buruku Lojot here. That's all. It's okay. He just came up and said, "Oh, good idea. Can you guys publish it in the newspaper?" And we said, "Wow, yeah, we can.
Again,
Good idea."
let me say something, right? You have to understand sometimes a person who doesn't like you, just because whatever idea they bring to you, you have to refine it. Because when you publish it, they will see the one that they will see they want to go around laughing you, mocking you. Okay, you have to think for your own self.
That's
You know what is
okay.
better, and you do it. It's not because they say it.
No, I
I
mean,
mean,
I don't see anything wrong in publishing it. I
Okay,
really do
fine. I
not.
mean, it's not because he said so. It's not because he said so. I mean, after all, it's an idea. It's an idea that was brought up. Follow it up. I mean, who is he?
Yeah.
Him just from Mubad. Who knows him? I mean, and what is his concern? Somebody coming here saying that Mubad father went to his son's house trying to steal necklace from his son's house. What I mean, what kind
Let's still
of
hold on to that.
moral will come out from such person? What ethic behavior